What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber. As always, guys, welcome back, and just do appreciate the support. Guys, it's Tuesday, so happy Tuesday to everybody. I want to jump right into this. Now, there's been a lot of news coming out as of late regarding the Madeline Soto case and new information about how she was found, cause of death, so on and so forth, at the hands of her mother, Jen Soto's boyfriend, Stephen Stearns. Now, he goes to court next month, one of his trials next month out there in Florida. I'll be taking you guys along with me like we always do. And a lot has came out. And I want to play you a series of videos real fast to get you guys caught up to speed of what's really going on with this case. And after that, I want to explain to you what I think's really going on, because there's a lot of questions that need answers. And I was really thinking about this today, and I think I got an idea of what's going on with this whole situation. Take a look.
Death by strangulation. That's one of the biggest new details that we just learned about the killing of Maddie Soto.
Kissimmee police just released more new documents from the investigation. Fox 35's Randy Hildreth joins us live now. So Randy, what have you learned?
Hey, good evening to you both. So yes, this new round of documents has come from the Kissimmee Police Department, and it gives the investigators a view of how they work this case, specifically with this department. As you mentioned, it gives more information into how Maddie allegedly died. It also has more interviews with Maddie's mom, also an interview with their roommate about what she heard the day Maddie was reported missing. Just days after Maddie Soto turned 13 years old, she was killed. Fox 35 has learned the medical examiner believes she was strangled to death. That's what's listed in new case reports released by the Kissimmee Police Department. Death as strangulation, and the manner of death is homicide. Maddie's mom's boyfriend, Stephen Stearns, is charged in the teen's murder. The new reports also note a roommate who lived with Maddie and her mom, Jennifer Soto, noticed things were off the day the teen disappeared. The woman told police she heard loud noises around 2:30 in the morning coming from Stearns' room, saying it sounded like someone was, quote, putting things on a table. In a police interview, Soto said she had told Maddie to sleep in Stearns' room so that she could get, quote, a good night's rest. She says he was going upstairs and downstairs and in and out of the apartment that morning. Also washing clothes, which she says she'd never seen him do. Stearns told police he dropped Maddie off near Hunters Creek Middle School in the morning of February 26th, but police say that never happened. Her body was found March 1st in a grassy area near St. Cloud in Osceola County. Detectives noted her socks were clean, which they say indicate she was placed there and didn't walk there. During the initial search for Maddie, investigators say they also found video evidence that Stearns allegedly sexually abused the teen. Kissimmee detectives noted that Maddie's mom, Jennifer Soto, testified she didn't know of the alleged abuse until after Maddie was missing. When asked what she thought Stearns was guilty of, she reportedly told a detective, quote, "He's been grooming and abusing my child." The report notes when asked if she thought Stearns killed Maddie, she said, quote, "At this point, I do." Stearns has a status hearing coming up in October. And listen, if you want to continue to follow this story, all the latest with this investigation, you can find this story in the news app right now. Reporting live tonight, Randy Hildreth, Fox 35 News.
Following this major case of little Madeline Soto now since the beginning, since she was reported missing in Orange County in late February. Good afternoon. I'm Darlene Jones.
And I'm Greg Wormuth. This is a look at the 13-year-old girl's picture. And investigators ultimately found her dead in St. Cloud. This was back in early March. Police arrested this man, Stephen Stearns, for her murder. Prosecutors are seeking the death penalty. Stearns is the boyfriend of Maddie's mother. We interviewed them both before law enforcement found the teen's body. Channel 9 Shannon Butler joins us live in studio for this breaking update. And Shannon, sources have told you the mother of Madeline Soto has not broken the law.
That's right. And the interview with Soto takes place on February 27th, about 11:30 p.m., just after her daughter was reported missing. She has a hard time answering some of those questions, but sources tell me nothing so far she has done has been criminal. So at least for now, no charges will be filed. Jennifer Soto appears calm as she tells the Orange County detective the events surrounding her daughter's disappearance. She said at 11 p.m. that Sunday, just after her daughter's 13th birthday, she sent Madeline Soto and Stephen Stearns to bed together.
Is it normal for both of them to sleep in the same room? Sometimes. When I really need a good night's sleep, I will send them upstairs. But when also a lot of times we will sleep together in the king-size bed, all three of us. Or sometimes Stefan will go upstairs and in our bed alone. So it just really depends on what's going on that night with our schedules and what we're doing.
She said they have two roommates and another child that sleeps there sometimes, and that Maddie's bedroom is downstairs in the living room. She told investigators she thought that her daughter was getting ready for school the next morning, but she never actually saw her. She said she got up and went to a doctor's appointment and then got back to the house about 11 a.m.
When you got back, was Stefan here? I'm pretty sure he was, yeah. What was he doing? Just sitting in my room at my computer desk on his phone. Okay. What did you guys do? We chatted for a little bit. I asked him what had happened because he had called me earlier at 10. Pretty sure he called me around 10:18.
But according to investigators, that wasn't true because Stearns had already been seen driving out of the complex on video with the little girl slumped over in the front seat. Jen said it wasn't until after Madeline Soto did not come out of the school and was told she wasn't actually there all day that she started to worry.
That's when I knew something was truly wrong. And I'm not before that email or after that email, but I started panicking and freaking out because she should have been to school. She should have made it.
Jen's answers were hard to come by sometimes, and she told investigators she had taken medicine and was a little spacey, but nothing in this interview or any of the other evidence we received has given detectives a reason to charge her. So something else Jen Soto told the investigators, she said that Stephen Stearns did not go with her to pick up Madeline Soto at school because he said he had a flat tire. Now that's true. Well, at least the flat tire part. He changed that tire near the same location where Madeline's body was found. Now, Greg, something important here, that it doesn't mean she'll never be charged. If investigators find something else that would warrant charges, they would do that. But at least right now, this is where we stand.
So many parts of that interview, Shannon, so disturbing, including the little girl sleeping with her boyfriend and her on occasion at 13. We'll see what happens, if anything. And that entire interview with Jennifer Soto is more than 33 minutes long, so we have obviously couldn't show it to you here, but we are going through all of the details and what was shared with deputies, and we'll have more from this compelling breaking news that Shannon broke on Eyewitness News at 5 and at 6.
Newly released evidence in the Madeline Soto case shows her mother, Jennifer Soto, defended the man ultimately accused of killing and then sexually abusing Madeline for years.
West 2's Megan Mulatto spoke with a forensics expert about what we're learning.
This is Mom.
This is Mom? Okay. Hi there.
In newly released documents, Orange County Sheriff's detectives say Madeline Soto's mother, Jennifer Soto, refers to the, quote, sex stuff as not evil, adding she believes the murder was evil. In the same document, a detective says it appeared Madeline's mother had accepted the victimization was happening.
You are talking about a child who is being hurt and damaged. And there's no justifiable reason for that to occur.
Professor of Forensic Studies, Dr. David Thomas, says if Madeline's mom did accept the behavior, it could have been under Stearns' influence.
People, if they are in a desperate situation, are willing to accept things that they normally would.
Madeline was reported missing in February after not showing up for school. But detectives believe Stearns had murdered her after sexually abusing her for years and recording it on his cell phone. We're learning the night before she disappeared, her mother sent the two of them to go to bed together.
I needed some sleep, so I asked, hey, can you guys go to the guest bedroom upstairs?
What are your thoughts on those sleeping arrangements?
Well, first off, it's unusual. I don't know of many dads that would just, this is my biological daughter, where I'm going to go to bed with her unless she's literally like she's sick.
We're also learning more about their living conditions. The three shared their home with 2 roommates.
You wonder what they knew and what they didn't know. So, and so that I'm sure that's another element of this that KPD is looking at.
Stearns is the only person facing charges at this time. In Osceola County, Megan Mulatto, WESH 2 News.
We reached out to the state attorney's office and the Kissimmee Police Department to ask questions about these new files. The state attorney was unavailable, and KPD is aware of our request. Now, we want to give you a look back at what led up to this point. Madeline Soto was reported missing on February 26th. 2 days later, investigators arrested Stephen Stearns on charges of sexual battery and having child sexual abuse material. A day after that, investigators say Stearns was the prime suspect in Maddie's disappearance. Search crews found her body in a wooded area in St. Cloud on March 1st. And then on March 12th, investigators filed 60 new charges against Stearns. Many of them are related to sexual battery and molestation.
Guys, you heard all of those videos I put together, and I put them in a certain order so you guys could see. Let's go with the first one. First one says, according to the roommate's account, heard something in there like they was putting something on the table heavy or banging on the table. Also said he kept running up and down the stairs, was doing erratic stuff, washed his clothes. He never washed his clothes. In and out of the house he was going. Telltale signs. After he did this, he was all over the place. Wasn't even uniform when he took this girl's life, which is unfortunate. But this is what men with child minds do. And I want you to hear me. This guy got the mind of a child. You seen him with the fake crying, the looking up to see if somebody's looking at him, the video bombing while she was having her interview with the media. He's standing behind him. The hat on backwards, grown ass man, hat on backwards, telling lies to her, keeping her away from the search and the investigation. Every time something called, he was there to hear to make sure his trail was clean, and he got busted immediately. Tried to erase his phone. Silly stuff. Stuff that he didn't even know police would do, would look at if you're a suspect. Now, I want to talk about the second video. Now, you seen the second video where it was showing all of the stuff to be caught up now as far as, when he's going to trial and all this other stuff. I'm going to tell you something. When Jen Soto in that interview in the second video was talking, she knows something. But I think because of the situation and the fanfare that he has gotten, they got him now, a lot of times they'll leave a small fish alone. Or and what I mean by that, let me say it, it's harder to convict her. If she's saying she don't know, it's harder to convict somebody that says she does know with the answer she's given. Regardless of insinuation of what you think, like I think she knew about it because she said, she says, oh, the sex wasn't evil, but the act of killing her was. See the mindset? Your child was basically raped by a man that's supposed to be putting his genitals in you. And you don't find nothing wrong with that? You don't seem like you upset enough to where you can be like, yo, this dude right here is a piece of crap. She's sitting around like she's confused and all of this is too much. I think that's a ploy for her not to answer questions. She come off as meek, but she's not as stupid as she looked. Now, when she said the sex wasn't evil, but the killing was, that right there opened the door for her where detectives and stuff can peek in there and see, and they try to figure out what it is they're looking at. And then when the time is right and they figure out the picture and the picture come in focus, that's when if something happens to her, it will. That's why they say she's presently not up on charges, but if something comes up, she going too. And I think this is one of the reasons why Stephen Stearns is not talking. Now, you've seen that last video where the guy was, the professor, forensic science, whatever, was talking, he said something that was key. And this is the part that's blowing everybody's mind. Girl, 13 years old, she needs somebody to sleep with her. He said any father would be like, yo, I'm not laying in bed with my kid unless she was sick. I feel that. And even if she was sick, depending on how sick she was, I wouldn't be doing it. I wouldn't be doing it now. My little girl is 8. She better not sleep in the bed with me. No. You know, and it's just, this whole thing goes against the very fabric of common sense and common action. Now, let's get to this and I'm gonna get out of here. This is why I think Stephen Stearns is taking the fall and not saying everything, because I think he knows more and there's more to this story. We all know this. This is why I think, and I want you guys to hear me out. This is just me thinking. If you go back and look at some of the things that were said about him from his childhood all the way up until now, he has a stronger relationship with his mom than he do his dad. Now, I'm going to tell you something. I don't see nothing wrong with that, because dads know when you become a man, they already have a blueprint set way of doing things and they try to instill it in you. And if you don't heed to that, when you get older and they look back at your life, a lot of times the cause of your problems is because something you did or didn't do that they told you to do. Men are like that. We scrutinize our sons. Hey, your life is your life. And then you sit back and you look like, damn, look at this. I think this is a situation of this. The reason why he's not saying nothing, and I want you to pay attention. Look at the both parents. Now, what I'm about to tell you wasn't in this video here, but if you're keeping up the story, you pay attention, you know what I'm about to say. Listen to the account of both of the parents when they speak in terms of Stephen Stearns. What did the mom do last month? News came out. You better say something. You better tell what you know. Don't be no fool. You taking the fall. Don't take the fall. Now's your time to speak. That right there had everybody wondering, did Jen Soto know something? Because I'm going to tell you something. With all the stuff that they said was happening, it's no way a change in your child's behavior, the way she interacts with you, or just the way she interacts with him, you wouldn't have noticed it. Because I said earlier in covering this story that I think this girl was working her behind off, supporting him, and he had free reign to do what he wanted to do in the house, long as she had somebody there with her. And I think it's true. I think she probably was paying most of the bills and he was doing whatever he wanted with the money he made, what little or more he made. Look at the dad. Look at what the dad has said so far. Stephen Stearns has a history of lying, compulsory lying. He said, you can never tell the real Stephen. He said that you can never tell the real Stephen because you don't know what the story is. He always lying. Caught up in a lie. We all got family members like that, or we know somebody that's like that. Hey, you said this. Hey, can I do this? Always something. Skeevy. Said he was never short of awkward. Look at some of the actions he did when he was smaller, when he was younger. Best friend came on social media and said, hey, this guy was weird. You know what I'm saying? Went around the side of the house to his best friend's house, or one of his best friends, looked in the window and tried to look at his mom. Who knows, Stephen? As a kid, look at her take a shower. I think he tried to record it. Freak shit. See, it's a pattern that's been going on for a long time. His family knows he got some craziness with him. Dad sitting back watching, well, you know, he ain't gonna say nothing to condemn him, but he not gonna hover over him and protect him like the mom is. Say what you know, Stephen. Don't take the fall for this. She knows something. You know, God, the mother's always attacked the woman. You know what I'm saying? I know my son. Yeah, but so does the dad. You see, he's sitting back chilling. Yeah, I know him too. He's an idiot. The reason why I think he's taking the fall for this is because of these two people. Now, hear me out. Now you see that both their ideologies are how they think of him, right? If he says that Jen Soto knew, which I believe, some of y'all do too, and she knew or whatever, now it opens up a whole new thing. He's not really loyal to her, but this is a selfish move by him keeping his mouth shut. It make it look like he's protecting her, but he's not, because the parents, the mom don't think he did it. Or she don't think he did it alone. The dad is sitting in the cut. Already talked to him before. I'm sure he talked to him when he looked in that woman's room or whatever. Had talks with him. Yo, you need to cut this shit out. If all of this stuff come out, because I mean, think about it, look what's out there now. The videos, the stuff, the pictures of what he was doing to little Maddie. All of that's out. The parents won't see that, but they know it's out. So all that is even though it's out there, it's still speculation, and he's telling his people, what? I didn't do it. It's not me. It's not me. Now, regardless of all this information, because remember, they paying for his lawyers. It's not me. It's not me. Now, check it. If he gave Madeline, Jen Soto up, and Jen Soto start talking, because you know she folded like a napkin under pressure. She start giving it up. Now more stuff come out that nobody else knew, and now it come to the parents. He looked real bad then. He would look really bad. It would mess up his probably having an attorney. Another thing is this. If she came out and said some stuff, now she's arrested. She got a good job. She gonna panic. Justice system gonna use her against him anyway, and all this stuff would come out that she knew about or might have participated in when it came to this dude. Because I was sitting there thinking today, and I was like, this don't make no sense. He's protecting her. She's acting bewildered. She's saying that sex was not bad. Maybe you was a part of that shit. That's why you're not saying it's bad. Because if you really condemn him for killing your daughter, maybe he'll say, you know what, I'm sick of this. You had something to do with it too, because he give off that douchebag, cowardly vibe. So it's like a thin line that both of them refuse to cross. She'll act dumb and dim with it and sad of something she seen coming a long fucking time ago. And this dude right here will say, I don't know what you're talking about, and stick with what's out there and try to fight that in court. That's what I believe. And we'll see as this thing unfolds, because it's far from over. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Leave me a comment, man. Tell me what y'all think. You think it's something like that? Or what do you think? I'm anxious to hear, because I mean, this was on my mind all day. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do the video today. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.